I'm Jen Healy. Thank you for coming. So nice to meet you. This is our final workshop here in Ashland, and we've been learning the therapeutics today for the AYRx yoga swings. It's been really fun. So you get to be our guinea pig. We get to practice on you. We're going to incorporate a lot of what we learned this weekend, but keep it pretty chill. If all goes well, then we'll try some really cool tricks and flips and playtime at the end. But mostly we just want to practice the alignment principles that we've been going over. I'm going to introduce the equipment like we're brand new to one another, even though you guys have been practicing for a while. We have 2 hand holds, 2 leg loops, and a main swing. So we'll use all the same language if possible. Hand holds, leg loops, swing. And everything's really stretchy. Just check it out because it's probably stretchier than you think. And sometimes it can be a little shocking when you first go into some of the poses and be like, whoa, right? So why don't we actually start by standing in the back of the mat. I usually get in the swing and come into a sumo squat, but let's save that. Let's just start out with some gentle leg stretches. There's a couple of different ways I like to do the leg stretches. I give the swing like a little push. And we time it, because when the swing goes to the front of the mat, we can get our foot in there. So let's hold on to the top of the leg loops and practice getting our right foot up. See if you can just lift, and if it feels like too high, we can help you. See if you can time it and get your foot up there. Standing at the back of the mat. Great. Yeah, wiggle it in so it's bunched up at the ankle. And from here, we're going to lean forward and back. Just dropping in. Drop the hips. Try to keep the head directly over your spine, and what would that look like? What would that feel like? So we're not going to look down in any of the poses. In fact, we're going to look up. We're going to look up to the top corner of the room and see if we can gaze with just our eyes instead of kinking our neck. And see what it feels like to look up instead of looking down. It's such a habit of us looking down in our world. And just pulse back and forth with the breath. So we're going to drop the hips and hang. And then we're going to inhale and lift and press the hips forward. It's a nice bicep pull. Pull the elbows in towards your rib cage and press, press, press coming into splits. Get an exhale and lean back. Straighten the arms, straighten the legs, and then inhale and pull forward. We're going to come to neutral here. Let's reach up and find our hand holds. We're going to mix it up a bit. I call it a wrist wrap. See if you can reach up there. If not, then I'll lower those for you. I think it's too high. Well, that's exciting.
That's interesting.
Let's skip the hand holds for right now. Hold on. Let's just go to a bent knee. If you bring the swing down behind you, Selena, they have hand holds on them. Let's just bend the knee.
Do you want me to do that or
not? Not right now. So just bend the knee and slide into a forward lunge. So hop your left foot to the back of the mat, so we're stretched out over the full length of the mat. We use the mats to define the space. And then we push the hips forward and just stretch, right? Lifting the head, keeping the gaze up, tailbone stacked directly over the crown. And then see if you can balance and just use your arms pressing the swing out in a V shape. See if that feels good. Sometimes you can hold on if you need to and keep a nice lift. Or see if you can press and open the arms. Both feel really nice. Lots of variations. We're going to straighten that leg, push it down to the ankle, and I like thumbs up for this version. Let's steer. We're just going to try banking from side to side, flexing the toes back, seeing how that feels on the Achilles and the calf and the ankle. Maybe pushing and pulling in the space. Beautiful. Taking some time to open up the legs, keeping the gaze lifted, leading with the heart in all these poses. Really feel the alignment of the spine, right? Notice if the heart can lead the way. It's a habit for us to collapse through our neck and head. So we're really letting the heart lead the way and keeping the tailbone communicating all the way through the spine, forward and back. Then we're going to just bend the knee out to the side and see what that feels like. Maybe play with pushing the knee down, just opening up the hips a little bit more. It's always good to give yourself a few moments to explore. So maybe bending from side to side like a weeping willow, right? Stretching out the sides of the neck. I just had a great neck adjustment by doing that, right? Keeping the chin level with the earth. Okay, let's see what it's like to not use the handholds and see if we can hold on to the top of the swing. Can you hold on? Yeah, as high as you can. Good. Straighten the front leg. Okay, see if you can get both legs up there. Gotta hold on. Beautiful, and then immediately bring the other foot down to the back of the mat, right foot down. All right, well, we made it even without all the handholds. We will check the equipment in the future. Okay, so let's just push and pull in the space. We're gonna reverse it here. We're like delirious after 18 hours of swinging. So yeah, so I like to steer from side to side and see how that feels. I'm kind of massaging out the back of my calf with the fabric. Flexing the toes back really helps with that one. Pushing and pulling. Whew. And then we're going to keep pressing the hips forward, bend the knee, and come through our V, our victory, forward lunge, and open up the chest. You can always stay holding on if you really want a big lift, but see if you can get that alignment, feeling the entire length of the spine stacking. Gaze up. Beautiful, guys. Gaze up with just the eyes, not the neck. Beautiful. Okay, come on back. Let's push the swing back down to the ankle, bend it out to the side. So for our pigeon pose, we're gonna try maneuvering the knee so it becomes parallel with the earth, lubricating the hip joint in this really funky way. If we pull the heel in close to the body, then you'll just notice that the knee joint is a little bit safer, but it probably makes it a little bit more intense in the TFL piriformis hip flexor area. So just do that as much as it feels good. Oh, maybe hang out in that little tight spot there. And then again, we're gonna straighten the leg. I like holding on to the leg loops for this part. We're gonna do that first part where we drop the hips. Going back, reversing it to our first pose. I call it the nug, where the fabric meets the webbing. And then inhale, bicep curl, press, 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 come all the way up. Exhaling back. Drop the hips. Inhale, press, 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 come all the way up. All the way to splits. Elbows in, pull the elbows in, see what happens to the shoulders. So just the elbows to the sides, not like this. Yeah. Spread the collarbones. Exhale, press back. All right, inhale, come on up. When we come to neutral, we're gonna release the foot down. I'm gonna slide to the bottom of the leg loops. I like to use my wrist wrap here, and we're gonna stretch our spine just all the way down. You can even drop your bum. So we're at the back of the mat. Yep, wrist wrap if that's comfortable. You can always hold on with your fingers. And just let yourself gently rock from side to side. We're gonna start with standing poses and then we'll get into the swing. Yay! Come all the way back around. Try to stay on your axes here, right? So we're just swaying mainly with the upper body. Yeah, so wrist wrap if you can. And then what we're gonna do is keep leaning back, bicep curl, pull yourself up, stay on the diagonal, and back down again. So these are like your TRX moves. Bicep curl, come on back. It's gonna be really strong on the hands. Bicep curl, come on back. Beautiful, and there's another lift that we can do here, which is really fun. So we're gonna bicep curl, kick the left foot up, and come into splits. Yep, and then come on back down. A little bit of playtime. Bicep curl, kick the right leg up, and come on up. So this is what I do as well, Selena, when somebody cannot get their leg up there. I'm like, okay, come on down. Lean back, with bicep curl and kick up. Just one more time on each side. Have some fun with it. It's nice and strong on the arms, yeah? Last time, bicep curl, come on up, lift. Whew. And maybe shake it out, right? It's kind of intense on the hands. Okay, one more time. Let's just push and pull in the space. What we're gonna do is hold on to the swing as high as possible. I like the nub if you can reach, but just get a nice grip. We're gonna get both feet up there, knees out to the side, and see if you can lift the hips for a flying monkey. Just one breath in flying monkey. Knees out to the side.